Hi, I'm Bourne Samuels and welcome back to another episode of Soul Stirring Astrology, where I give you my textured take on the world of astrology. Well, today it's the last in my North Node series, where we'll be looking at Pisces, the North Node in Pisces, which means that you have a South Node in Virgo. So in your past lives, you've really concentrated on focusing on healing. You either have been a doctor, a surgeon, a nurse, a therapist, but it's about the body, really healing the physical body, as opposed to the emotional mind. So, given that so many people depended literally on you perfecting your skill, that's what you focused on. You focused on being perfect because lives depended upon it, but at the same time, you sort of lost contact with the healing. So this over-anxiety has built up around being the perfectionist, and that's a signature from your past life, wanting to be the perfectionist, and then ordering your whole life on the basis of that, and that includes other people, which may have served in terms of people relying on you to heal their bodies, but actually it's doing yourself a disservice because you are disconnecting with a larger, bigger spiritual picture. And the idea here is, with your North Node in Pisces, is for you to be living that luminous life and the light, living into the light of what the universe actually has to offer you. It's the ability to move away from the detail, to let go of the control of planning everything, knowing where everything is, moving to co-creation, and or allowing the universe to guide you on your journey, because somebody with the South Node in Virgo is also very detail orientated. You always have a plan. There's a plan of action for every single area of your life, but you're stifling yourself. So for this life, what you're trying to do is to gift yourself the opportunity to live a loving and a peaceful and a gentle life, so that your inner world feels harmonized. It's in water, but there's this depth of feeling because you're feeling really connected with yourself. So what you need to leave behind is perfectionism, is control, is manipulation of others in order for them to follow your plan. But what you need to realize is that you can't plan every single detail of your life. You have to work with the universe to allow the universe, as I said, to guide you along your journey. So what you should be developing is compassion and trusting in the process. Everything around us has a process. We may not be able to see it, but we may find we're participating within it nonetheless. So for you, with the North Node in Pisces, is to trust the process, to let go, to bring compassion, to bring love, to bring light into your life. So in terms of professions or talents and skills, you're somebody who could be really effective working behind the scenes, working alone, maybe working in isolation, beavering away, gathering information and then sharing it with the world. So you could be a researcher, for example, you could be a librarian, you could also be somebody who's on the spiritual path. You could be a nun, you could be a monk, or you could be a do-gooder, for want of a better word. You could be somebody who has, like the Mother Teresa, complex dynamic to their life, always doing good for others. You could also be somebody who's a brilliant, absolutely brilliant artist, performer, actor, singer, writer. Anything within the creative realm is really where your strength could shine. You could also be a promoter, so you're somebody who harnesses dreams, works behind the scenes. That means you're perfecting your skill and then bringing those dreams, turning them into reality, sharing them with the world. And I came across countless performers and actors, writers and singers and promoters and models who have the North Node in Pisces, anywhere from like Jay-Z to Rihanna to Mariah Carey to Adele to Elizabeth Taylor to Robin Williams. There are just so many who have this very potent signature. So for you, North Node in Pisces is how do you become gentle with yourself? How do you calm down the controlling aspect, which is very Virgoan. You know, if you don't have your ducks all lined up, that means your whole life is going to fall apart. And so the affirmation is that my life will not be threatened when I'm surrounded by chaos or disorder. You know, you can still thrive, and that's because you're allowing outside forces in terms of the cosmic energy to help guide you on your path. So loosen that plan of yours and then start communing with life around you. Now, somebody who embodies this North Node in Pisces, certainly from the artistic point of view, is Damon. So Matt has the North Node in Pisces in his second house at 1 degree. And so with the North Node, it's in the second house. He's cultivated his skill and his talent as an actor and as a writer. You know, his first film, which was exquisite, which was Good Will Hunting, which was so beautiful just in terms of the transition and the transformation of a, you know, it's a boy moving to manhood type of journey and all the trials and tribulations he had to go through from an emotional point of view. It's also signatured that he would be play leading roles because he has the North Node at 1 degree, which is very Aryan, always leading from the front. The signature is also heightened again because he has the North Node in the 10th house at 29 degrees, which is conjuncting the cusp of his 10th house and also his MC. Neptune here in the 10th house is really a prominent position for somebody who is in the creative realm, is an artist, and is somebody who's recognised right, you know, in the world. So if we think about his iconic films, you know, they're within my top films, are the Bourne series, you know, Jason Bourne, the Bourne Identity, the Bourne Supremacy, the Bourne Ultimatum. Exquisite films. Now, him playing those parts was literally signatured in his birth chart because, as I say, he has Neptune conjunct the MC. It's in Scorpio. So let's deal with Neptune. Neptune is also what can't be seen. He was a CIA government-trained assassin. Obviously, assassins don't show themselves, so obviously. And so there he was playing Jason Bourne, who's a CIA assassin. It's Neptune in Scorpio. Scorpio is about death and destruction. That's one of the interpretations. And there he has Neptune there. And they're both in the 10th house. So in the natural zodiac, the 10th house would be representative of Saturn and Capricorn, and they both represent the government. So, you know, Jason Bourne was literally born out of his astrological signature. He also has Neptune at 29 degrees. And so 29 degrees is the degree for clairvoyance and psychic abilities. And in his 2010 film, Hereafter, he played the role of a psychic. There again, you know, here he is as an artist, an actor, playing the roles that are signatured within his chart. So if you have the North Node in Pisces, Matt had it in his second house, but wherever it is, it's this ability to turn fantasies and dreams and bring them to reality. There's going to be some type of signature that's guiding you in that way and is beckoning you to let go of controlling the outcome of a situation. You're no longer living in your past life where people absolutely depended upon you. Obviously, if you are a surgeon in this life, I'm not suggesting you become reckless. Far from it. But it is about integrating this balance of life beyond a perfectionist is actually a really good, happy, content life. So that's it, beautiful people. Thank you for joining me on this North Node series. Put your comments in the comment box below. You know I love to connect with you. Feel free to share this with anybody in your network. If you would like a personal consultation with me, get in touch by BreenSamuels@googlemail.com. Stay well until I bring you the next episode of Soul Stirring Astrology. Bye.